Big guy in a little car.
Yeah. Oops.
How graceful. You brought something interesting. I would not have guessed that this would be SR20 powered.
Oh, really?
First of all, what is it? Is it a kit car?
It's actually, yeah, it's a kit car. So there was a contact back then who brought in a Jaguar D-type body shell all the way from the UK. Although I'm not sure if the measurements are exact to the same one. So we just decided to custom make it according to our own spec. So if with here, it's sporting the long nose version of the D-type. So it kind of resembles the Jaguar E-Type Series 1.
Yeah, I originally thought it was an E-Type when I saw it when I was walking in.
Yeah.
I figured it was an E-Type, but so this is technically a D-Type kit car.
Kit car, yeah. But we kind of made it into a hybrid, so we replaced the taillights with an actual E-Type. We also revised the trunk. The trunk used to be here, but we decided to close this, switch it to an E-Type rear, and we had to cut this. Our builder all the way from Angeles, he had to cut this and turn it into a trunk.
So this was fully built in the Philippines?
Yes.
So what is underneath it? Is there a chassis?
The chassis is essentially a Lotus 7 replica. So it's using the space frame construction. And it used to have adjustable arms. But when we were able to get the optimized suspension geometry, we decided to switch to rubber bushings instead for comfort. Because here in the Philippines, we have a lot of potholes. So the rod ends were a bit bouncy.
So then the brakes, the suspension, all of it is Lotus 7.
Well, the brakes, they're all, actually everything's aftermarket. They're just all replicated.
Right, so everything is custom or unique to this vehicle.
Because the rear end's using a live axle from a Lancer, bar type, yeah.
Rear end, Lancer, front end, all custom?
Yeah. I can show you.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. So this hood is so long. And so all of this, is this fiberglass?
Yes, fiberglass.
And then this was all molded here in the Philippines?
Yes, it was all molded here in the Philippines. And the original Lotus 7 chassis couldn't accommodate the flip front. So it had to be changed. And actually, if you can see at the suspension arms,
right,
it's still using some parts of the rod end.
Some parts of the Lotus.
Yeah.
So then...
So you can adjust it manually if you're gonna race. But this one's purely an experiment. But you can drive it around, although it's just a bit hot here in the Philippines.
Right, so then this is interesting. This is like the pedal box area. Your feet go all the way up to here.
Yeah.
But then the passenger doesn't have that.
It doesn't actually. But the good thing about the passenger is that they don't have pedals, so they have a lot more room when they sit on it and sit on this side.
Why did you choose to use a SR20?
The builder had a spare engine, and he recommended that since it's just sitting there, let's just use it for your build.
I'm assuming this was out of a front-wheel drive.
It could be.
Yeah, so then what transmission is it?
Oh, sorry. It's actually a rear-wheel drive car from Japan.
Oh.
It's just sporting a 4-speed auto from a Nissan. So it's not that nice in terms of translating the horsepower onto the ground.
Oh,
so,
it's an automatic. I thought it was a manual.
No. It's just a, what do you call this? Disguise.
But what was the original idea? Why did you want to build this car? You're a young guy.
Yeah.
Why did you want to build something that looks old and drives old?
Well, we wanted to experiment that we should have classic-looking cars on modern engines, drivetrains, and we actually learned from this build. So one of our goals is if we could do it successfully, create the bulk of a low-drag E-type and utilize BMW engine and drivetrain for that build.
I see. So this is an experiment for you to potentially continue building these in the Philippines for the Filipino market.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could either be just a personal build, or if someone wants, we could help them out later.
Yeah, because you're just a car enthusiast overall. You just like cars.
Yeah.
Are there any actual Jaguar D-types in the Philippines?
I can't really vouch if there is.
I'm assuming most of the, if not all the Jaguar D-types are right-hand drive.
They are.
Right? You would have to convert it to left-hand drive to drive it
Yes.
On the roads
In the
here in the Philippines. So then all of this stuff like the pedal box area, the doors,
Doors.
are those all custom made for this?
Yeah. The door is an actual D-type style one. I'm not sure if it's the exact dimension though, but it's replicated from the mold that we got. Although this isn't functional, so it's more of a design.
Aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Oh,
one,
so
though,
the inside is
Yeah.
functional. This
one
is the
is-
cutest little door I've ever seen. It's so small.
it's a bit hard to get in, but you're welcome to try if you want.
This is. Can I just point out this ingenuity? Is this a house lock?
Door.
This is a house door.
Yeah, like a
Look at this.
the lock from the door.
Look, this is the striker,
Yeah.
and the lock is a house. How cool is that? just ingenuity and using parts that are available to build this type of car.
Yeah.
I think that is so neat.
Yeah,
so then,
house door.
did you have to custom make all the interior, all the seats, everything here?
Yes. Our builder from Angeles City, he made this mold from fiberglass, and he just had it upholstered.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay.
Sorry,
this is
Sam.
so cool. There's enough room here. There's enough room for my feet.
How tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
5'10" and a half.
It's the right size
Yeah.
for you. This
It's
one.
about the limit. I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. I think I'm about 5'11", 6.
Okay.
So it's a bit too much.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Good thing
at
it's an
this.
automatic.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, I'm dead.
Oh my. So then it's a 4-speed auto, probably out of a S13, S14.
Yeah. And we just play it by ear. So if it pushes you forward, it means it's on drive. If
There's
it's
no
like,
indication.
if it's like you feel that kind of pull,
Yeah.
it means you're gonna revert.
I love that so much. I love that you went out of your way to build this here.
Yeah, it's just crazy. We didn't expect that this would be the turnout as well.
How does it run then overall?
Thank you.
Pretty good? How
Yeah,
does
it's
it run
pretty
around town?
good for just light cruising and everything.
So you just take it to like little local meets, cars and coffees?
It's supposed to be, but it's too hot, so I just
Right.
leave it in the garage for most of the time.
This is probably
The only time it really
the
got
most
out.
difficult car to drive in this kind of heat.
Heat,
Just
yeah.
to give you guys an idea, it's so hot today that they canceled school.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's why all of these students are out here at the coffee shop hanging out with us. I love driving my 996 Turbo, but after a few weeks, the battery always goes dead. When it needed a jump start using the lead acid battery, I had to pop off the cover for the keyhole, open the door with a key, pop off the fuse cover, plug in the jump starter to the vehicle to open the front, take off the cover for the battery, then jump start the car. I can skip all of that with built-in wireless jump start. All I have to do is press this button on my anti-gravity key fob, and then I'm off enjoying my car. All three of them! All three owners type came out. Oh, wow. All right, so we're cruising. We got, oh, there goes my hat. We got 3 owners types with us. We're in this Jaguar D-type kit car. That's really a Lotus chassis. So is the VIN number Lotus?
No, actually, it's you'll laugh because the papers indicate this is an owner type Jeep.
Really? How does that work?
It's hard to process papers for cars like this, so the best way is just to get papers from another car.
Got it.
And the closest ones are those.
Right, because I mean, those are like open wheel madness.
Yeah.
Those are just so crazy looking and insane, and it's amazing to me that those can be street legal at all.
Yeah,
But in
yeah.
the Philippines, those are street legal.
Yes.
It almost feels like there's an endless supply of those things.
There is actually. There's also a manufacturer from, we have a town here called Valenzuela.
And they are made brand new now still.
Yeah. You can
And they
order.
look like that.
They actually look like the real Willys Jeep. Yeah.
And then people turn them into those things.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it's more of a cruiser, really.
Yeah, no, this is a perfect cruiser. I'm sure it looks really funny for both of us.
Yeah.
Our heads
Sticking out of the windshield.
Sticking way past the windshield. Philippine style, baby! Thanks for showing us this incredible build. It's very unique.
Oh, no worries.
It's very special. You're not gonna find anything like this anywhere else in the world, and that's what makes it special to me.